Hello, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast all about knitting and spinning and dyeing of yarn, all of which I do right here in my home, outside of Lima, Ohio. First of all, I want to apologize to you guys. I am late today. That's because in the past week and a half, my husband and I have decided it's time to move. So we have been scrubbing walls and taking things down and putting things away, and it's tiring. But I have to we met with the realtor on Sunday, and he said pictures are being taken on Wednesday of the house. You know, it's so funny because, okay, 24 years sometimes seems like a long time, but sometimes doesn't. But things have changed so much in 24 years. Because when we listed our house in LaPorte, Indiana, we all they had to have was an exterior picture. That was it. People had to come to see the inside. And now, you know, and then you prepped for people coming, but now you have to prep ahead of time. Sorry, that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry. We're going to list on April 1st, so you know what's on my mind these days. Yes. We're hoping to find a one-story house somewhere, because steps and my rheumatoid arthritis in my feet do not go together well. Oh, I forgot all the other stuff that I was supposed to do in my introduction. I'm sorry. Today's March 26th, and this is episode number 159. I'm probably going to label this one the one where I stayed off topic. You can find me online on Ravelry as NapiersKnits, and then we have our podcast group, Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. And you can find me on Etsy as NapiersKnits. You can find me on Instagram as knittin_Kim, and YouTube blogger and WordPress, I'm Naturally Kim's Knitting. We haven't had anybody new for a little bit, but that's okay. You know what? You guys have, I feel like I'm friends to all of you, and some of you it almost feels like we're family. So, we do have two knit-alongs going on. One is one that we start over fresh every month, and that's our finished object knit-along. And the March one will be ending on March 31st. I'll get up on April 1st, the same day we're listing our house. And I will close the thread then. But any finished objects, knit, crochet, sew, I don't care, should be put in there. If there's a pattern name, please put that in there and show me a picture, because I can't wait to see. My husband may not always appreciate the fact that we have all these knit-alongs, because I get so many ideas from looking at you guys' accomplishments. Okay, then we have a sweater knit-along, and we have one more, well, a month and a week, let's say, for that one. And for that one, you could knit, crochet, as long as it's not the little mini ones for decorations. You can do babies, you can do sleeveless. I'm pretty easygoing, except I will not accept the minis, because it wouldn't be fair to have somebody turn in, like, you know, 50 finished objects and other people only one. I think the odds would be stacked in the 50 finished object person's favor. Yeah, my tongue's getting tied. Anyways, our sweater one, it began February 1st, and it's going to end on April 30th, which means I'll wake up on May 1st, and I will lock that thread. And so everybody who is in at that time, I will draw numbers, because I do not like to judge work, because you guys do such a good job. And using random number generator, which is what I do for the finished object one too, we will have winners declared. Depending how many sweaters are in there, I add one more drawing for every 10 items that are in it. Same thing for finished object. Now for the sweater knit along, Fizzona, in honor of her birthday last month, she decided to gift somebody one object from their queue. So, yay, she is so sweet. Prayers for her husband too. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that they probably would not refuse prayers. Okay, if you have any other craft along ideas, just put them in under the show notes, and I will see them. Or you go to Ravelry and yeah, put them under the show notes there. Now, what have I been working on? You're saying, Kim, have you had time to knit lately? Yes, I have. I almost showed you finished objects first. Look how far I got on this chemo cap. I got one row done, and I had to set it down for something. I don't even know what. But anyways, so I got one row done on a chemo cap. But that, well, no, I'm not going to get ahead of myself, even though I do a lot. So Mina Phillips, many of you know her as the expat, the knitting expat, and she has so many beautiful, beautiful patterns. Well, this one, she made a little nugget pullover for her daughter in beautiful, vibrant colors, and then she made a grown-up version, and she's asked people to pattern test, and I was blessed. I became one of those that is pattern testing for her. Sorry, I want to get the yarn that I'm using on this color. And it seems to be whenever I get ready to talk to you people, I just change colors again. You can tell here where the thread is, that's where the armhole is. So, look, oh, sorry, I'm holding it upside down. I sometimes forget, since I'm working it from the bottom, that should be the top. Get this turned around here right. So this is the sweater so far. The new color is just a shade or two darker than the last one. I love it. I love these natural colors. This is beautiful. Mina, you do such a wonderful job. And it's basically stockinette. The big design is in the colors you choose. So you can make bright colors. You wouldn't have to make any at all if you just want to have a solid colored sweater. Go with two colors. Go with, she gives you the math at the end of the pattern that tells you how to figure out how big to make your stripes. And I love this sweater. And I love the fact that right now it's just blind knitting. It's just stockinette stitch. So I can sit there, read a book, watch TV or whatever, and just go to town knitting. Not while I'm podcasting, because strange things happen when I podcast and knit. I drop all kinds of stitches, and I look at the work and not at you guys, which is funny because I don't look at my work most of the time unless there's a pattern, which there is for these neck socks, but I can't show you the pattern once again because, well, I'll tell you who they're for. These are for my new daughter-in-law. So, as you can see, it's a gray sock. She picked the yarn, and so she wanted gray. And let me tell you what I'm using. Knit Picks Stroll Tweed Flagstone Heather. So yeah, it's a gray sock, and I've just barely got started on it. I finished my socks day before yesterday, so I decided to cast these on and get the toes done. And yes, I have the toes done on both. I just started the pattern on the other one and haven't made it all the way through. It's a rather bigger pattern than I'm used to. So yeah, so there's that. I better put Mina's back in this bag because with moving, I will lose it. You're saying, but Kim, you have another project. Where is it? I'm just weird today. I'm sorry. You're saying, where's your throwback sweater? Well, I have to do some ball winding today of the rest of the blue. Ta-da! Actually, I might rip out some of that arm because I got carried away and I made it a little long, but I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, actually. Well, we'll see. So this is the Throwback sweater by Drea Knits Designs. And the yarn is Malabrigo Rios. And, let's see, did I write down all the colors? I did not write all the colors down. I'm sorry. But this is my sweater. One more armhole in the front, and I'll be done. Fizzona, bless her heart, she asked me, sorry, I dropped something. She asked me if it would still be cool enough to wear it by the time I finish it, and it should be, because we have cool weather clear through May. In fact, after thunderstorms, sometimes in the summer, it gets rather chilly. So I will have plenty of use for that sweater. Probably not when I go to California sometime, but you know. Let's see. Finished objects. I was trying something a little different with this chemo cap, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. I was trying a knit 2 purl 2 rib, but then when I got to the decreases, I not super happy with the way it looks. I don't know, maybe that's normal, but I'm not thrilled with it. So I've got to go back to the drawing board, but I'm thinking somebody will still enjoy wearing this. It's so stretchy, it's so soft. Then I didn't just have one hat. I finished 2. And this was just a knit 1 purl 1 all the way, knit 1 purl 1 ribbing, sorry, all the way through. And this one I like a lot better. So it's also very stretchy and very soft. This was actually homespun yarn, and it's not itchy or anything. So, yay! 2 chemo caps. Can you believe that? Sorry, my monitor is over to the left, and sometimes I forget, and I look at it so I can see what it looks like. That's not the way you film a podcast. Told you. I'm silly. It's not going to be a real long podcast because I'm tired from all the cleaning, and I'm not done. It's like super deep spring cleaning. I was doing spring cleaning, but that didn't entail taking my grandbaby's artwork off the wall, which I did do. But I'm thinking I'm going to put it back up because I can't live in this house and not have my grandbaby's artwork on the wall. So, I had told you I was doing my own design on my socks, which are from Gail's sock blanks. But I don't like the way it turned out. So I am not publishing this one. So I don't even think you can see it. That's why I didn't like it. I was thinking it would stand out a lot more than it did, and it didn't. But you know what? For me, I don't care because I've got another pair of socks, which is what I needed desperately. I actually need to make another pair because I had another pair of socks that died. Wow. I realize I'm probably talking super fast, and I apologize. So, how have you guys been? I hope you've all been well. I really do. It's deceivingly sunny outside, and I say deceivingly because I went to take the dog out a little bit ago, which I always do before my podcasts, and it was cold. My hands are cold. You can tell I'm talking in my sleeves. Sorry. Okay, so Knit Picks. Oh, I realize there's only 5 more days on this sale, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, but they have City Tweed DK and Aran weight yarn on sale. Oh, beautiful yarn. But I like tweed. I like tweed yarn. If you're interested in purchasing it, please go through my show notes and hit the link. It won't show up in YouTube. I cannot figure out how to put links on YouTube. But you can go to Wordpress, you can go to Ravelry, you can go to my, to Blogger, I'm sorry. And I'm starting to think if Ravelry will take you there. I think it will, if I set it up just right. But if you do, I might possibly get a penny or two. But if you're on a yarn fast, I do not expect you to do it, because I wouldn't be happy if somebody tried to get me out of my yarn fast. Okay, if you're interested in what I've been reading this week and what I've reviewed, I will put a link to my book reviews, because I have read some really good books, but I do not have the books in front of me because they're cleaning up. So I can't show you what they are, but I have read some really good books this week. I had one that was a disappointment, and I had to let the publisher know that I could not give a good review for it. But that happens like maybe 1 out of 10 or 15 times with books, but that's okay. I do have all my yarn at Etsy for sale for $18. And that top one is it does not show through even on the screen. Let me see. I still have this out, yes. There's my sugar plum. Let me hold it up so the light can get a little bit better. So that's sugar plum. And that's the top one that was in the picture. Then we have Wildflower. What's that Wildflower? I don't remember the name of my own yarns. Is it down here? I had two that I thought were pretty similar. Cloudy Skies. I knew that. Cloudy Skies. Right there. Then I have Tobias, which is a blue tonal yarn. Guess what, guys? I told you this is going to be a fast podcast. I do realize that means it's a short visit, and I apologize. But I do have to run and clean some more counters and clean some more backsplash and whatever else I need to do. Put my grandchild's paintings back on, or artwork back on the wall, because I can't go that long without seeing them. Anyways, I wrote myself down. I hope you guys all have a great week. I hope that you have lots of crafting time. And I hope you don't make mistakes. See, I can't get my ending in my head today. If you do make mistakes, I hope they're little ones, that they're easy to fix. I love all of you. Thank you for watching, and big hugs. See you next week. Bye-bye.